Uh, Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And man, it's been a little bit. Let's talk some Pokemon Go real fast. Go Fest 2022 has been announced. This could have been a separate video. We've got a lot of other things coming up as we move closer to April. But hopefully none of this is April Fool's, right? I mean, there's a whole thing going on, Will Smith, Chris Rock, you got gas prices, you've got this war in Ukraine, just so many different things where you're like, all right, this one guy retired, then his coach retires. Should I take everything seriously? And ditto, no, just two dittos, right? The one ditto to the ditto being the April Fool's thing. There's an April Fool's event. But before we get into that, let's look at what Niantic has here for Go Fest 2022. All right. It says, mark your calendars for Pokemon Go Fest 2022. It's got this nice image of Pikachu and everything here. Trainers, mark your calendars. This year's Pokemon Go Fest will be a 2-day global event, Saturday, June 4th and Sunday, June 5th, with a bonus finale event, Saturday, August 27th. All right, so it's probably some kind of research that takes you all of July or whatever to complete, right? But wait, there's more. We're thrilled to announce that this summer will also feature an in-person Pokemon Go Fest event in the following locations. So they're bringing back the in-person stuff. And I think a lot of that is, people like myself have been telling them, hey, you haven't done enough to get people to come back out here in person. So I guess they're using Go Fest as this catalyst here. Berlin, Germany on July 1st through Sunday, July 3rd. Okay. Then Friday, July 22nd to Sunday, July 24th, Seattle, Washington. So if you had a reason to drive up to Seattle, there you go. August 5th through 7th, Sapporo, Japan. All these sounds like cool locations. I don't know if I can make any of those, so no promises. But the Seattle and Japan one appealed to me because those are two places that I'm interested in visiting. No disrespect to Berlin. It's just that, well, you've got plenty of stuff in Japan already as, an otaku, anime, video game type person, like many of you watching this probably are, so you understand. Please be aware of your surroundings, blah, 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 blah. It's been nearly 3 years. Backing up, it says since Dortmund, Chicago, and Yokohama, so they're trying to return to their roots. So they don't say anything else there, they just leave it at that. So, some more details would be cool, but again, this is a couple months out, so we'll see what they have in place for that as it gets closer to it. We know that the upcoming Community Day, if I haven't talked about it already, you got this Pokemon that needs 400 candy, Stuffle, something like that. It's a 3-hour event instead of the normal 5, and that's to coerce you to make the most of your time. I mean, you can still play from your couch. They don't really want you to do that. But if they gave you 3 hours and you knew you needed 400 candies, you're probably going to get out there and encounter as many of them as you can versus putting an incense on that no longer spawns things unless you're moving. So you can walk around the house like a maniac, but they really want you to get out there. And unlike now where it's raining, hopefully Go Fest will not be raining. Well, not just Go Fest. Hopefully this Community Day won't be raining. So let's actually pull up that Community Day. If I don't already have images up, hopefully they're there, and we're going to recap what I've finished so far. We're making headway. I've got this new strategy that I'm doing, which is we meet up for tacos, me and some of the people I befriended playing Pokemon Go years and years ago, and we still kind of do that. We're no longer just playing Pokemon Go. We're actually friends, I would like to think. Maybe they don't think that of me, but, I think that of them. I say that to say this. What I should be doing with my time while I'm there and we're waiting on our orders is using a lucky egg, popping a lucky egg on. A lot of times there's these Pokemon and we're like, you know what? Get rid of that. You don't need that Pokemon. I'm looking at Wurmple, right? But what am I doing with 2,000 Wurmple candies? Some of you may already have done this and said, you know what, evolve this stuff and trash it. That's what you should be doing to get XP, especially if you're not catching as much and not willing to spend as much on the game. You should be doing that. And a light bulb finally was turned all the way on and was like, why aren't you doing that? That's a free 200,000 right there if you have enough Pokemon, in addition to the 500,000 you might get just from raiding on the Wednesday. So, XP wise, I'm doing pretty good. We've almost got an extra million. When you know how hard it was for me to get a million, maybe like a month. So it looks like within a couple weeks I was getting a million. So I've doubled my output, is what I'm trying to tell you. So if you see here what I'm highlighted over, or what the game is on, Classic Community Day Mudkip. We'll be holding another Community Day Classic, this time setting up Mudkip. I feel like these are monthly. They haven't said that they're monthly, but it seems that way. I was hoping personally for them to go to Squirtle, but they chose to go to Mudkip. People are saying PvP this, PvP that. I don't care to click on the blog. We'll talk about Mudkip as it gets closer to Mudkip. So coming in April, they've got some stuff. Tapu Bulo is going to debut. So I should have an image of that, talking about that in the sustainability week. We'll get closer into that as we get closer to April as well. But just know that the third one, I'm not sure if there's a fourth one, but this will be the third of these Tapus. If you've seen the movies, the anime, you may be more familiar with that than I am, but they're going to bring back, I think, a Tornadus for like the beginning of April, and then 2 weeks into it, you'll have this Tapu, followed by a fourth week of April. That'll be something else. So there you have it. Here's the April Community Day we were talking about here. It's going to be Stuffle, and I should have some graphics leaked up or something like that showing this. But that's the April Community Day. It's going to be on the 23rd, and like I said, look at that time there. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So I'm interested in seeing how that plays out. Not only is this a Community Day, but it's a Pokemon that's brand new, and it just debuts with a shiny. Kind of like the last dragon we had, which I wish was still in the raids, because I don't have the shiny of it. But yeah, it debuted with its shiny, and here we get a Community Day debut with a shiny. So mark your calendars for all of those things there. So if we look into my game, we've got a Tapu Lele that I got yesterday. 2480. I don't know if I have the 2482, but that one was pretty good. I've been getting either like decent ones to really bad ones, and then occasionally I get ones like these that are really good, and I need to just go ahead and star that one, because not only was that one really good, it's also boosted. So I'm still rocking the Pokeball head and everything. We finally evolved Mega Houndoom. So I do have that going for me. And there you go. You see my XP here. So we're under 20 million. That's the good thing. We're under 20 million. The key was, hey, it's 21 million. How can we get it under 20 million? Well, that's the first step. The next step is to, obviously keep getting under more and more. But we can get it to where it's just 10 million left. That would be excellent too. So we'll have to keep taking advantage of these community days and some of these lesser Pokemon. It looks like I'm just going to have to keep buying Lucky Eggs. I wish Lucky Eggs, you got a free one every week instead of these remote raid passes, but beggars can't be choosy, right? We did some other evolutions, I believe, as well. If we can go back in here, I'm not sure. So yeah, you see a Beautifly and all that. That's because I was doing exactly what I told you. Lurantis, I don't know if I showed that evolution. That's a pretty Pokemon. Finally got that one out of the way. I like the pinstripes there, almost like a circus type thing. As far as the research goes, we are still on this Masterwork Step 1. I know some of you are on like 2 or 3. I just like to save my research tasks to open every morning in case I don't get to a stop or feel like playing. That's been kind of my MO, but we are more than halfway through with that. So hopefully, as we get closer to Community Day, I'll probably be done with that. Hopefully Community Day, as I'm out and about during those 3 hours, I'm doing more of the researches and maybe can get like 20 of them done there. So my plan is maybe I do an additional 20 up to the Community Day and get the final 20 out of the way on Community Day. So April 23rd, we should be on step 2, if not sooner than that. That's my goal there. In the Today screen, I still haven't used the trainer stuff, that free pass thing. I still haven't used that. No interest in that really. But we did complete the season of Aloha. So that's pretty much it for me as far as what I got going on in the game. I know I made this a quick video. I just felt like if they announced the Go Fest, maybe they had a little more information. But I didn't forget you guys. I wanted to come in real quick and, get this video out there. And we'll see each other again soon. Other Yellow Hat Guy is out. Captain Sensation!